Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just come back from London Stadium. It was West Ham 1, Middlesbrough 1. It wasn't lost, boys.
And we didn't let 3 goals in.
So, yeah. Take us through the starting lineup, mate.
Right, Adrian in goal.
Mm-hmm. When's Randolph going to get a chance?
I think he's got to now. I really do think he's got to now. Because Adrian wasn't great against. I know we'll be getting on to that, but he wasn't brilliant again today. So hopefully we'll see him soon.
Okay.
So was it Ogbonna left back, Collins Reid in the middle, Byram, and then we had Noble, Obiang, Torre. I'm trying to remember that so long ago. Chiarte,
Antonio and Pyatt.
And Antonio up front, Pyatt out on the left. So,
what do you think? What?
Yeah, Antonio was a big shock putting him up front, but
we've been saying try him there for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it suited him today. Gokhan Torre was a surprise for me.
Yeah.
As much as I've sort of tried backing him the last few weeks, but he's not cut out for it. You can see that straight away.
Lanzini in front,
Lanzini instead of Torre, even for Gooley, to be fair. But yeah, it was a strong team, but it's just they're lacking confidence, isn't they?
Yeah.
With what happened during the week with the old piss up during the week, I mean, that didn't help. I mean, there's a lot of fans are backing it, saying, "Oh, he's had a day off," but come on, you have a day off. Train, or go for a walk around the park. Don't
go to a meal with your missus.
Don't get pissed and then splash it all in our faces. You know, it's not right. And no, but I thought it was a strong start line. Good to see Obiang get a start. I thought he played really well today. He looked comfortable.
He
Noble
never seems flustered, does he?
For me, with Mark Noble today, he had a poor game. Check was even worse.
That's what I was just about to say. I think Noble was. He didn't have a great game, but his heart was there. He was trying to get on there.
A better game than he had against Southampton. Anyway.
I'm sorry, mate, but check Kyoto for me. He's got to be dropped.
I don't know what's happening with him.
I mean, last year he was making them bursting runs forward when he was.
It's like he gets the ball,
midfield.
And the thing is with Czech this season, he's like he wants to just give it away straight away. So as soon as he gets it, he's like, I don't want it, and he gives it to someone else.
Goes back to the confidence.
I haven't seen him do like you said. He used to burst through, and you know, if he's going through, he'd either lose the ball or get hacked down and win a free kick. But he's not doing it this season.
I don't think he's doing much of anything. He just seems to be strolling
even
around
headers,
the park.
like he goes today. He went up for an header, and I see him ducking. He's like 6 foot fucking plus, and he's ducking like you can't do that.
I mean, last year he was grabbing games by the scruff of the neck, and
that's what we need. And we said it the other week. We need a leader on the pitch, and we haven't got someone like that. And to me, Gokhan Torre today, like when I see him in the starting lineup, I thought, "Go on, son, you know, go on." Prove a lot of people wrong, but for me, like I've tried backing him as much as I can, and I've only gone on what he was like in Europe when we signed him, and I personally think he was signed for Europe. He was for Gooley as well. They was all signed for Europe for us going through, and we've got 13 players there now
that we're trying to shoehorn into there.
It's not great, is it? Let's go through the game. Kicked off. We've done okay. Side to side, the same thing though.
Yeah.
We've got the thing about us is, especially with them three in midfield, we've got no invention. There's no invention. They seem to be. I thought Obiang played very well today. I thought he should definitely keep his place. But I think
Pyatt had a decent game today as well.
He
wasn't great,
like
but
he was trying to drag the boys through.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I said this the other day. People like Pyatt need to step up and they need to get the ball and run at people.
It gets a crowd on
we said it on the social, didn't we? When we said like people like Pyatt, they need to step up.
Yeah,
but other players need to step up as well. And I mean, the back four today, it looks alright. It's better than what it has been. I mean, Ginger today, I thought had a very good game. Reid was okay. Ogbonna done alright at left back. Byram, it was a shame to see him go off. I hope that ain't a long term injury.
He went down over his hamstring, didn't he? And he looked
worse than that. It looked worse than that. It could be, I don't know, where we were sitting, it could be a broken leg or...
I don't know, when I watched it, he went down and he was clutching the back of his leg. And so I don't know whether it's a snapped hamstring or, you know.
Well, it's bad then.
We ain't going to see him for a little while, but we've got Creswell coming back now, so... he's in full training.
We are desperate for Cresswell to come back. I'm sorry, but the thing about the game today is, right, it's 1-1. As I said, first half, we was doing okay. We was controlling the ball. We made a couple of half chances.
A few headers, like Antonio got a couple of headers in, didn't he? And
but for me, there's no invention in the side. The midfield, I think the way he wants to play Bilic, I don't think the midfield's got the energy.
Yeah.
I don't think the midfield's got that energy or the pace, because with the space today that they was finding themselves in, all I see is pocket of space, passing it to someone in another pocket of space. It's like they had an extra man at times. Honestly, it was. And it's not good enough. Like, it's not good enough. You need to be busted a gut. I know it's a bigger pitch. I know that the dimensions, but I think Bilic has said this week he wants them to start training on it. But will at least fucking allow for that, because
other teams don't seem to be struggling on it too badly, do they?
The thing is, though, every team's coming in this season. It's new for them as well as it is for us, and they're like treating it like not. I'm not saying smaller teams, but when clubs come to us now, it's like a cup final for them. You know, it's a.
Do you know what? I don't even think it's that. I think opposition managers know we haven't settled very well at the moment, and they're just going to get at them. It's nothing to do with they treating it as a cup final, because that's been disrespectful to them. You know, we're not. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not being disrespectful to the other teams. I'm just saying it is like it's like for us. Every time we turn up to a stadium, that stadium is fit for a cup final.
Yeah.
You know, we're turning up every week, and teams are turning up the same, like Akron and Stanley did. Every team that comes there, it's all new for them. It's the first time they've ever played there.
Yeah.
So like, they're going to go at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the Bowling. They've played there for a year, season out. They come to Bowling. Why didn't they do the pitch at the same size as what it was at the Bowling?
Even further away from the pitch.
But do you know what I mean? Like, it's what we're used to. It's what we're used to.
Yeah.
you need. I mean, can you change it in the season? I don't know.
I don't think you can, because we had a question on the social when they said about it, and the thing is, if they're gonna move the seats forward, they've got to change the roof, because the roof it's got to cover all the fans. It doesn't at the moment.
The first.
I know people that got wet sitting
there,
like, but they would have to change it, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, listen, grass is grass. You play on grass. It don't matter how big the pitch is, how small the pitch is. You got to play on grass.
No, but you're used to, at home, I think they're used to playing that sort of tight, compact football.
Yeah.
And at the minute, it just looks like there's too much space for them to cover. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it sounds stupid because it's probably an extra couple of yards either way, but that's a lot on a football pitch.
Well, I think our pitch is as big as Wembley.
I think it's the same dimensions,
Same dimensions.
But we
as
won at
Wembley.
Wembley. We've proved we can play on Wembley.
Once against Blackpool, though.
Yeah, but
4 years
ago. Listen, that pitch is there for now, for 99 fucking years. You're gonna see about 10 or 15 different squads and teams play there in your lifetime.
They need to get used to it.
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
It.
We ain't used to it. But this is what one of the problems is. We got it for 25 days a year. He wants them to go and train on it sort of every day. Make it our training ground. Make sure they're training on it so they're getting used to the dimensions. You can't keep on going into Premier League games trying to get used to it, because it doesn't work. But because the problem is, because it's a leased stadium and we only have it for 25 days a year, that we're not allowed to do that.
That's fair enough, but I've been in Rush Green and it's massive. Why not make a full-size scale pitch like they have at the Olympic Stadium and train on that? It's the same. If you make a pitch there, of course they have. It's massive over there. Make a full-size pitch, exactly the same size as what it is at the Olympic Stadium, and train on that. You can't then say, but we're not used to it, because they're training the other day. Like, they're training on the pitch.
Yeah.
We look so out of sorts. It's unbelievable. And I don't want to be too negative, because it was a draw today and we needed something. We needed a win. We needed a win.
This is the thing, like, it's a draw at home against Middlesbrough, and we're saying, like, we should be happy with that point. You know, I know we should. Look, you got to respect every point you get, but 4 points from, 7, 8 games now, it's not good enough.
The thing is, it's
not good enough, and fans sit there and say, but it's a point. Listen, like I said, respect the point, but it's not good enough. It's not, especially the teams we've played. No disrespect to these teams, Southampton, West Brom, Watford. We should be beating teams. Like
but then
this.
they might be looking at us and going, we can beat West Ham.
It don't get any easier than them, though. It only gets harder for me.
The thing is, there are no easy games in the Premier League.
No, I'm not saying there is, mate.
It's not like when it first started, like Swindon letting 100 goals in the season and things like that.
But that's the problem, though, Gray. If we keep on going the way we are, we're letting 100 goals a season. We're letting more than 100 goals. Honestly, we will.
There's no confidence in the team. Everyone, I mean, I see it again today. I mean, I sat there last week against Southampton and I see the same thing. It's like half the team don't want the ball. As soon as they get it, as soon as they get it,
someone else can make it.
Yeah, as soon as they get it, they don't want to make that run or that pass. They're just giving it to someone else. And then they boot it straight out of play, or they knock it over the top, and it goes to no one.
The same thing over and over. The amount of times I saw this, I was sitting next to him today. The amount of times I see this, pass it, into midfield. You're shifting something. No one's running into the pockets like they were. They were all the time, and they're like, no disrespect to Middlesbrough, I don't think that was a very good side.
I said this today, like earlier, like this is where we miss someone like Alex Song, because when you go back, not last season before, you had Saka and Valencia. The reason why they were scoring so many goals is because Alex Song was there and he was picking them passes out. We ain't got someone to do that now. Like Noble and Quixote, as much as I love them, they just want to knock it side to side. They don't look for that ball. And like Quixote is on his day in the Premier League, he's one of the best at running at people. I'll put him up there with like Torre. Run at people. But he don't do it no more. It's like he's got no confidence. Like he gets the ball and the first thing he wants to do is give it to someone else to lose. Like Gökhan Torre. I've watched him a lot in Europe, and I've seen him run down that wing and he'll take people on, whip it in. He looks like a lost man. He looks like he gets the ball and he don't know what to do with it. And I don't know whether that's Billis's tactics or it's just a like confidence in the squad.
I mean, he's an international. He don't become a bad, you don't
exactly. He's not a bad player. He just don't seem to suit the Premier League.
It's a lot. I think there's a lot in there that I said this earlier on. I don't think that the way he wants to play, I don't think the players suit it. We're not picking up seconds at all. We're not getting anywhere near it.
Do you think he's trying to shoehorn the players into a system rather than fitting the system to the players?
It's like what I said last week. We haven't got that someone in there that like a fighter. You look at the teams over the years. I mean, taking West Ham, we had Nolan, Scott Parker, and then you look at teams like Man United, always had that Roy Keane, Arsenal, Vieira, Chelsea, Makelele. There was always someone there to sweep it up and give it out. We haven't got a player like that. As much as Noble had a great season last year, I think he was sort of living on that it was the last season of the Boleyn and it meant more to him, and that's why he stepped up every game.
We ain't got the person to drag them by the the scruffs of the necks and drag them through.
Yeah.
We ain't got the goals in them. We ain't got the players to play the system. We're not energetic enough in midfield. There's players walking around doing nothing. Czech being one of them. Torres is not good enough at the minute. It takes a little bit of
a few more games.
Torre. The thing is, with someone like Gökhan Torre, we've got him for the season. So, like I said, I've seen him in Europe. I've seen him play for Besiktas, and I've seen him play, and he is a good player. But the Premier League is so different, and I just don't think like I've always rated him, but me now looking at him today in the last few performances, I don't think he can.
But you know what I think it is as well. No one fears us. No one fears us. No one.
It's because of the stadium.
Yeah, I know.
You come to the Boleyn. If these teams would have been coming to the Boleyn, it'd be a different story this season. Everyone's coming here now. And like, no disrespect to them teams, like I said earlier, it's not like a cup final for them, but it's a new.
It's that sort of stadium.
It's almost like playing at a neutral venue, isn't it? Really?
Their fans are up for it. I mean, the players are buzzing for it.
And they are. One thing as well, they all want to see us foul.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's why the fans get up for it. That's why the players get up for it. Because we've gone into that new stadium, they're probably thinking everyone's bitter about us getting it.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Man City had I mean, I know they own the stadium now, but when they moved into the Commonwealth Stadium, they weren't. But I don't know. But they're nobody only logical choice that could take the stadium.
It sort of got swept under the carpet. It got sort of swept under the carpet there, didn't it? It wasn't really mentioned.
Because it was when they announced the Commonwealth Stadium. Everyone knew from day one City were going in now. We had to go through a bidding process to get that stadium. From day one when they built that, everyone knew that was City's ground. That's why they built it like a football stadium. With us, it was different. The Olympic Stadium was there and then we bid for it. Whether we was against Tottenham or Orient or whatever. But we was always going to get that stadium. Always going to get that stadium.
The owners wouldn't have owned the ground if we weren't going to get it. I'm convinced about that. But, I mean, people, we was in there Monday, me and him, and we was looking around and having a good look around. It doesn't impress me. Like I know that it's beautiful. It looks beautiful, but the dynamics of it, the set out of it, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like
it's a cup final stadium, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
a Champions League stadium.
It is.
It's I don't know. Like we need to be closer to the pitch.
But
It
people
won't
keep
happen,
people
but-
keep on saying to me, you can't blame the stadium. The stadium don't kick a ball. You're going to blame all your losses on the stadium. Well, the thing is, right? People will say that. No, I don't blame it all on the stadium. If they watched the video rather than just read the title, then they would have seen me say it can't just be the stadium. You know, there's obviously a lack of confidence, but it's getting used to the stadium. It's getting used to the way things are done. Like, and I keep on banging on about it. I don't want to be too negative because I'm keeping on banging on the negative drum. At the end of the day, that is our home. Yeah, not our home. It's our stadium. It'll never be our home because we don't own it. But that is where we're playing our football for the next 100 years, right?
We've got to get used to it.
We're far away from the pitch. All that means is we've got to make more noise. And I'll tell you what, the fans stepped up today.
Yeah, it was good atmosphere today. It wasn't that. It was a lot better than what it has been in the last few weeks. It's same again. It's pockets, but where we sit, we're in the sort of pocket where it is, and it was generating a good bit of atmosphere. But I mean, yeah, a good source the other day from the club said to me that they are actually moving people around now. They've moved loads of people around, so it will generate more atmosphere. But
I noticed in the Southampton game they were letting like the Bobby Moore lower.
I mean, the stewards
People
were
were
up
standing.
there.
They were letting them stand.
The stewards
and that
today
sort of
is
thing,
what
get some
like
stand.
Southampton now was okay, but I noticed today the stewards were weighing in again. But after about 5 minutes, they just sort of give up. You know, you can't make that. You can't make one person sit when you got 3,000 to sit. You can't do that. So they just let them stand.
Well, the first half went off without much fireworks.
Noble had a
He hit the
crossbar, didn't
crossbar. Yeah, we was unlucky in a couple of scrambles. We was really unlucky. We just need one of them to go in. I think if we'd have got one of them, I think we would have kicked on.
Yeah.
I really thought we'd have given the boys a bit of
That's
confidence.
what we're missing is just that little bit of luck.
Joe,
one little offside goal to go,
Yeah.
one little sloppy goal, one little penalty, dodgy decision. Just go for us.
I mean, the team we had today was more, but like we were saying on the side, we got quite a few sort of flair players in there. We need to. I think that was set up today as a more balanced defensive side.
But the thing is, Tom, I don't think you've got to do that against Middlesbrough.
Home against
You've got to do that. You know, away from home
That's
against
away,
Palace
yeah.
next week. You know,
we
you've got
just had to stop
solidify
the
it.
rot. That's what we had. We just had to stop
I'm sorry, mate,
shipping
but we-
goals and.
I think we should have gone at them today. I think he's got it a little
Right.
bit wrong.
They're not in the best of form either. That's a team that we should be beating.
But then we said that about all the other games. And
That's true. It's true. I understand, but
It's getting desperate.
I think it is, and you think to yourself, right? We've got Palace next.
They're in a
Yeah,
great
so
one.
that'll be
We
a
play
tough game.
Palace.
That'll be a
Oh,
very
we
tough
play
game.
Palace, and then we've got Sunderland at home who are scrapping, and then you go into that next month, and you got some big teams: Tottenham, Liverpool. There's some big teams
And
there.
Liverpool on a run.
And you
at
play
the minute as
them,
well.
and you get through that month, and then you get in Christmas, and then you get through Christmas, and you're not picking up results. You're sitting there in
catches up,
January on
doesn't it?
like 12, 15 points, and you're like, shit. You know, we need to start picking up results now. And Palace is a massive game. Just as today was a massive game, but maybe I think that's what we need.
I know it's a bit
Palace
early.
away, London derby on Sky or not on Sky
In a
BT
small
Sport,
football
innit?
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a good record there. Last 2 years we won 3-1 there. Got a good record. So
So they look a different animal this
I mean,
year.
I watched bits of them last night against Everton.
Look good.
They look good.
yeah, they did. I watched the game as well, and they do look decent.
Tonka looks superb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to fake an injury not to play against us.
I hope so.
Do you know what though? Like, good luck to him, because I watched him last night and I was thinking to myself, he don't look right in the Palace shirt.
Nah, it was
He's-
weird.
Yeah, it's just.
Anyway, second half comes. Minute, if that.
First real opportunity.
Yeah, first chance.
Again.
Probably only chance I had, to be honest, the whole game. Scramble along the goal, header from a set piece. It must have gone in. The buzzer went off.
I couldn't see it from where I was sitting. Like, where we sit just in front, I could.
It looked like it cleared it off the line to me.
Yeah,
But
it must
But
have
if
obviously
the
been
buzzer's
run line.
gone, nice, notified the ref.
Fucking
so-
goal line technology. Who invented
Whose
that?
idea was that?
Nah, but it's fair though. If it's a goal, it's a goal.
Yeah, that's
You know
it,
what I
yeah.
mean? You can't argue with it.
Thing is, we'd be over the moon if it was up the other
Yeah,
end.
because we'll probably
Yeah.
get one this season, and
anyway, Zaza had come on for the second half for the ineffective Toure. I thought he'd done all right when he come on, you know. I thought he'd done all right.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad.
I thought he'd done all right.
Do you know what the thing is with like I watched him today? He's just too desperate to
He
score.
needs a goal.
But he's too desperate. Like he had that shot and he smashed it 20 yards over, and he's trying too much. The thing is, really, just relax.
Yeah.
Because it will come.
Thing is, I think once he gets that first one,
a goal scorer. Like you look at someone like, I know people waiting, but Jermaine Defoe, he goes 3 or 4 games without scoring. He don't panic because he knows he's going to get an opportunity, and then bang, once he gets one, he goes on a run. And I think with Zaza, I don't know, like, I'm not going to say he's going to be a prolific goal scorer, but I do think once he gets one, he get confidence, and it's not even about his goal scoring. It's about him setting up people, holding up play. Because he come on today and he was all right. I'm not going to slate him. You can't really slate a second half sub, can you?
No, they're coming on.
They're coming on. They're trying to win a game.
Especially when you go 1-0 down.
Yeah, it's tough, but I'm still confident in him. I am confident in him. I think he will come good.
I thought he'd done a lot of chasing down. I thought he looked a lot sharper, a lot fit, a lot more mobile today.
But he did in
But
the
just
first
like
half against
goalkeepers,
Southampton, he was chasing the
but the
ball
thing
down
is, just
and,
like goalkeepers are like they can see goals. That's what they're judged on. Strikers and
Judged
how they
goals.
score.
Yeah.
And he needs to start scoring. He can't go 20 games. Oh, he's played well. He needs to score. And I think Andy Carroll coming back is going to be massive for us.
I mean, do you just think like?
And Sacco as well.
What do you think? It was just like we were saying earlier that the way we're playing doesn't suit his style of play because he's not really a lone
The thing is, right?
striker,
The thing
is he,
is,
really?
and I tell you, I don't know whether I'm going mad at this, right? We go back, forward, back, forward, back to Adrian, pump it up. It's no better than what Big Sam was delivering.
And the thing is, we're missing someone like, you know, Ravel Morrison. You know, I love a player that's got attitude. I love that. People say about Sacco, if he comes back in that team and he's got arrogance and attitude, good, because that's what I want. I want a player that's got arrogance and attitude. You look at Man United like Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
People hate him.
Yeah.
Because he's got arrogance, but it's not arrogance because he believes in himself. And I think someone like Sacco will bring that back to the team.
Yeah.
But there's no one, to be fair, there's no one wanting to come and get the ball.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Payet today was looking for it a lot more than what he has been, and he was running at people, and that's what Payet's good for. I mean, we said the other day, I mean, a luxury player. When I say about a luxury player, I mean someone in your team that will give you the assist, take people on, score goals. That's a luxury player, you know. And that's what Payet was. He was back to his best today. I thought he had a really good game, Payet.
He did. Moving on to Payet, the goal.
well,
Yeah, it was a great goal.
he's beat a man on the line, on the touch line. He sort of skinned into the penalty area, beat one, beat two, beat three. The fourth didn't know where he was going, and he just sort of dummied everyone, didn't he?
Yeah, across the goal.
But I tell you, and it is a great goal to watch, and it's fantastic to be talking them sort of things. But that is the only way we was going to score today. It had
magic.
It had to be him because there was no one else with anything. There was
But it's
offering
good.
anything.
It's about time he done that.
Yeah, that's right,
It's
mate.
about time he run at players because that's what he can do. That's what he can do, and we all know, every fan here from whoever club you support know Payet is a great player. You know, he's a great player. He proved it in the European Championship in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, and today he pulled off a little bit of magic. And like I said, he had a good game today. Best I've seen him play in the last few games.
Yeah. He looked a bit more lively than he has done. So the goal was a bit of magic, a bit of the old Payet from last season.
Gully.
And to be honest with you, I was questioning him about when he wanted to be here. He fucking got that ball when he was telling everyone, get back to the halfway line. He wanted to go again, but we didn't go again. And that was the problem. I see a couple of times a day. I mean, apart from that, and a couple of like wild shots that everyone thought they could all of a sudden become fucking.
Didn't Antonio Rose had one, didn't he, or something?
Zaza did.
Yeah,
Zaza
they
did.
done two
they
like
was
that.
too
It
desperate
was just
to
too
score.
desperate to score, just taking pot shots from anywhere because they know it's not coming. Well, that's what they believe.
Trying to force it.
Trying to force it, yeah, and that's the problem. We had time. There was 15 minutes left. They was panicking. They was panicking trying to get that winner. And I can see, you know, you have to respect that a little bit, that they want to get the winner and they want to be the hero and all that. But that's not the time to do that, you know what I mean, when there's people in different positions. But, I mean, I don't know, mate. Apart from that, I see one where it broke down the wing and Antonio was one-on-one with a defender and the fucking penalty area was empty. All it would took was someone to sprint and they would have been in.
Yeah.
And I see him jogging up there lightly. It's not good enough, mate. There's not enough desire in that team. I'm sorry, mate. As he keeps on saying, bangs on the same drum, there ain't a leader in the team. We need to get to January and we need to buy either a centre half or a centre midfielder.
Just scream at everyone and drag them through.
Yeah, that drags people through games.
That's all we need. That's all we're lacking. And like I said on one of the fan cams, it's like you can have that on the pitch. Like it just comes from the touchline. I mean, when I look down and I see Julian Dick sitting there, and like he's got no influence on it because I don't know if he's not allowed to, but he should be on that touchline for me. Like. Dixie lives West Ham. He lives and breathes West Ham. He loves the club. He kicks every ball. But when I see him on a dugout, like it's like he can't be involved. For me, I'd rather have him up there with Slaven, next to Slaven.
Yeah.
You know, because I can imagine Dixie in the changing room.
If he told you to do something.
but you'd listen to him. You'd listen to him because that's a football man.
We're missing.
And he's a passionate man.
We're missing some big players at the minute. Cresswell is, I think, the biggest miss.
Yeah. Do you know what? Missing Creswell just shows you how much work he done for Payet down that left.
I think he's a good attacking outlet as well, Cresswell. Not when he gets forward.
He is. And he's a good defender as well. And we've obviously got Carroll coming back. Ayew as well is going to be a big. It's like a new signing. I know we've only just signed him. Yeah. He played 20, 30 minutes against Chelsea, but it's going to be like a brand new signing. And someone like him could give the team a lift. But I really think, like, as much as I don't want to say it, I really think Noble should be dropped. I really think, because as much as Kyoto was bad today, if I had to choose out of two, as much as I love Noble, I'd put Kyoto because I think Kyoto can offer more of a threat than what Noble does.
I mean, would you even going back to what we were saying about the formation and the system, we had a question, didn't we, on the social about maybe going 4-4-2?
You got to drop a midfielder then, didn't you? I'd rather pack out the midfield with someone, like I said to you, Payet, for me, could play that false number 9 role. He could play just behind the striker, and he could feed off of them. I really think Payet has got that in his locker.
The thing is, we're
keep dragging him out to the
pumping
left.
it up. We're not getting the players around the striker
thing is,
to
West
play
Ham,
off of.
Do that when Carroll's on the pitch. West Ham need to play the ball on the floor. A lot of teams now play the ball on the floor. Go long when you have to. If you have to go long, go long. But play that ball on the floor. We've got so much talent in that team that like to knock it about. You know, we can do it. And like I said, with Payet, I think if you put him just off the striker, I think that's his best position. Not out on the left. He's wasted for me out there.
When I'm in middle where you can influence it, don't you?
Exactly. That's where he needs to be. It's like I keep going back to him, like Kevin Nolan. People hated him because his legs went, but you can't knock his fucking. He was a leader. If anything kicked off, he was in there.
Straight in there, wasn't he?
We need it. Do you know what we need? We need someone like Lucas Neal. Like that, you know, that season when we signed Lucas Neal in January. I'm telling you, I'm looking at January because I can't see it getting any better.
You think we need a couple of horrible characters in there?
We do mix it up. I mean, like people like I'm not saying we should sign him, but someone like Joey Barton, his attitude. You need someone like that in midfield who's going to nick at the players and fucking dig at the other players and wind them up. We're missing that. Like I said, listen, I love Noble. I can't praise him enough, but he's not that sort of player. And Czech's not that sort of player. All he does, he smiles like coming to America. He's just walking around like that all the time. It's just non-stop. He's not that. He's not a fighter. Alex Song would put his foot in, and we got rid of him.
He's playing for someone in Greece now.
But do you know what? It will get better. It will get better. West Ham will pick it up, and I fancy us to go to Palace, and I fancy a London derby win.
All right. I've got a couple of things to say about the club today. Bits of feedback. Someone come up to me moaning and groaning that they was waiting an hour for a disabled bus after the game. Couldn't walk. Poor woman couldn't walk. An hour for a disabled bus. Not enough of the buses then. Another geezer come up to me, said to me that the stewards were standing in front of them.
Yeah.
Irony in that. Do you know what I mean?
Robbing people out for standing up and then standing
in front of people so they can't see.
I had a geezer moaning at me for standing up, but we won't mention that.
Well, no, go on, you can mention it if you want to mention
I
it.
can't be bothered, mate.
Well,
Like I said, where we sit, them people that were sitting around us today and the people next to us, I haven't seen them all season. And then for me to stand up when we're on the attack and like edging my team on, and he turns around and says what he had to say, I was just... At the end of the day, people saying, he's an old bloke, you shouldn't say nothing. But he turned around and said something to me first. So I'm going to defend myself and say, look, mate, I'm supporting my team. And like I turned around and said, I haven't seen you all season. The geezer next to me who started, I haven't seen you all season. I didn't see you at West Brom away. I didn't see you at Chelsea or City away. I ain't seen you at Watford at home. I ain't seen you at Bournemouth at home. I didn't see you at Juventus. So don't sit there and tell me that I can't stand up when I go home and away every single fucking week.
It wasn't like we were
Support my
standing.
team.
Let me just.
Was it just like we were on the attack?
Yeah, we was on the attack. We stood up. We both stood up.
I was like, and then I jumped up and I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Calm down, like. And it's honestly, mate, this is not my West Ham.
So I told you what I went to do.
This is not the West Ham I grew up with.
When we was doing the fan cams and I handed it over to Ryan, I went over to the season ticket office and I dashed my season ticket through the thing. I said, I want to change where I sit. I heard you changing people. I want to change where I sit. And the guys looked at me and went, no, I'm not just going to change you willy-nilly. I said, what's the criteria then? He said, well, I got into a little bit of an argument with him before it sort of calmed down and someone else got involved and all. And he said to me, we can't just change her. I said, well, I don't want to sit there. The people around me are like spoiling my enjoyment of the game. We're standing up. I said, we stood up to go on the attack, yeah. He went, it's an all-seater stadium. I said, I don't give a fuck. If we're on the attack and I'm supporting my team, I said, it wasn't just because we were standing up. I said, everyone stood up at that time. I said, it was because he said something to him that didn't happen. I said, and he got aggressive and it started to get a bit heated. I said, I tried to sort of diffuse the situation. I said, but my friend was very upset and rightly so. I said, you've put us with people I don't want to sit with.
But the thing is, though, them people that was there today, like I said, I haven't seen them all season.
No.
So they're only people that are using people's season tickets. They're only people that are buying like, oh, let's go Middlesbrough at home and let's pretend we're fan of the fucking year. You know, these people, they make me laugh because, like I said, I didn't see them at any other game. They're only day trippers. They're only there, oh, let's do two games a season. You know, these pricks who turned around and said to me today I shouldn't stand up, will they be at fucking the next game, Palace away? Of course they won't. Will they be at Everton away? No, we got our tickets the other day. We'll be at Everton away. Win, lose or draw, we'll be at Everton. We travel up and down this country, and then there's people like that who sit there and tell me that I can't stand up. I don't listen to them.
But this is the problem, though, right? This is the problem, right? And we need to bring this. And people keep on saying I'm having a go at the club. Of course, I'm having a go at the club because the club created this fucking bollocks, right? When we went to the reservation centre, the geezer said it to me. He didn't know what to say. He was just scrambling at things, right? And I'm like, didn't want to sit there. Told them at the time in the reservation centre. Is it going to be singing and standing and that? Yeah.
Near the away fans, yeah.
Yeah, right next to the away fans you'll be.
Well, we're nowhere near the away fans because there's
near.
West Ham fans in between us.
Another stand before
They
the
told
away
us
fans.
that the away fans were going to be behind that bit there.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. It's going to be next to the away fans. Right. Can we sit at the front then? Because I know that's where all the atmosphere is. No. Well, why? Because you sit in the not me, but him. Because I went with him because we wanted to sit together and we couldn't because we was in different fucking bands, right? Can we move down? No. Why? Because we've got to give people who sit there priority. So you've got to give people who sit there priority, plus their two mates that they want to bring.
That's what makes me laugh. There's 30,000 at the Bowl-in, but there's 60,000 there. So surely the 30,000 or the 26,000, 24,000 season tickets at the Bowl-in should get priority, sit where they fucking want.
Right, so anyway.
There's people that ain't been the Bowl-in for about 20 years, but have got better seats
Well,
than
this
me.
is the problem with the whole thing, right? And it goes all the way back to the reservation centre. Can we sit here? Nah. You got to sit in the upper tier because you were sitting in the upper tier before. No, but I want to sit in the lower tier now because it's a new stadium. You got more seats there. Nah, you can't. Why? Because they get priority, plus their two mates that they bring that's never been before ever, right?
Reminds you.
Okay, yeah. All right then, can we sit there then? I like to sit there on the corner. Nah, we've got to give people that sat on the corner before priority to sit on the corner again. Yeah, but the stand's going to be higher, and there's going to be more corner seats than there was there. There was 10 rows before. There's going to be, by logic, 20 now. So just put us on the corner. No, you can't sit there. All right, can we sit in them seats at the front then? Nah, we've got to give people who was at the front before.
So just offering no alternatives.
No alternative. We had to sit there, right? And I went to the geezer today. Said, you fucked it up. You fucked it up. He said, yeah, but he was going, well, what band was you in before? I said, 2. But he was in 4. I said, and we went to 3 to meet in the middle. I said, and I wanted to sit with him, and you wouldn't let him fucking sit with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's. I don't get it. Like, I don't get why it's this much of a fun. And you know what the thing is? We're prioritising women and children, moving them. Yeah, move them into my seat. They'd love it up there.
Yeah.
And move men where they're sitting then. You know, I don't get it. I don't get what this. We're prioritising women and children, people that was affected by the violence at Watford. And I said to him today,
I was affected. I was affected by the violence at Watford.
Yeah, mate, yeah, you tell me. But no, but I'm just saying, like,
No, it's
if they're affected by, sit them in my seat and I'll take their seat.
Or do you think they could maybe have a system where
No, well,
everyone who wants to swap, get on there?
Close the thing down.
I spoke to Jack Sullivan the other day, and he said that they're working very hard to move people around the ground. They're working very hard on it, and like I have noticed a few people moving around, and I'm thinking to myself today: was these people sitting around us today moved up there? Because if they are, and they're sitting around me all season, I'm not sitting around them.
But do you think they could have maybe something whereby everyone who wants to move, they put up
Exchange.
on the website, like an exchange, so you can go, well, I want to sit there, they want to sit where I am.
You can. Yeah, to be fair, let's be honest. Credit to West Ham the last 2 games, because we've noticed a lot of difference in that stadium. The segregation in the away fans is much better. Had to be. It had to be, because when Chelsea come there,
yeah, you can't have. You couldn't have had it.
Even the stewarding. I know it was a little bit today, but I noticed them. I was watching them. They went down, and then they backed off. And a lot of people, the people that were standing, eventually started sitting. You know, it is working. It's going to take a long time to bed into this stadium. It's new for everyone, and it's a lot of work. Like I think it was Nicky said the other day, we should have stayed at that bowling 1 season longer. We
Maybe so.
We should have last season, this season, and then they've had another year just to get that stadium prepared and perfect, because we moved into that too soon. Nothing was in place. Where people were sitting on concrete slabs. Shouldn't be like that. Come on, they pay all that money for a ticket, and they're sitting on a slab, a Dairy Crest fucking milk crate at the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They shouldn't have done that. We should have had 1 more year at the bowling. But the thing is, with the owners, they wanted to rush it. They want us to get in that stadium as soon as possible.
But you know what? The thing is as well, when I went to the ticket office today and I asked him, and he's going to me, yeah, you're just upset because of the results. And I looked at him and I thought, like, the geezer ended up being a nice geezer, but I thought to myself, you contradicting cunt. So I've been here in the Championship.
Yeah, it's not the results.
And I've seen us relegated. Like, it's not the results. I don't care whether they win, losing or draw. Obviously, I care.
Yeah.
But
That's
that
not
ain't the reason I'm upset with
Yeah.
people telling me to sit down and
Going away games in the Championship. You know what I mean?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't fathom it. I want to move. I won't say it, because people do say it and people get slated.
I love the view that we got.
Yeah, it's all
It's
right.
just I'm not having people around me. But to be fair, the next game will be different, because them people that usually sit around us will be back. These people today were day trippers. They're on their 1 game a season. They're not fans. They're not fucking proper fans.
As you're saying,
I
mate,
don't
they
give a
might have been
bollocks.
moved.
I hope not. Well, I hope they do, because I'll fucking be in their ear. No, but do you know what? I mean, like, I can't handle all that.
I'm just disillusioned with it all.
I mean,
I hate it there.
When I was at the bowling, I sat in the Trevor Brook with my daughter, and we sat down, because you didn't have to stand up. You had a perfect. You were so close to the pitch, and you sat with me. You sat with me there, and like we'd all stand up, and then we sit down.
To be
But
fair,
these
mate,
people, I stood up on one attack, and they're all like, attacking me, like, sit down. I'm like, whoa, calm down, mate.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, like,
Who's on the attack?
Yeah.
it was on the attack.
So you're supposed to sit there like that. Oh,
Sorry, mate, what do you want me to do when we go? We just scored. I'm just going to have a little lay down.
Just go,
Fuck off, mate. This is football.
Thing is, as well, right?
This
And
ain't
this,
fucking-
this is what pisses me off, right? Sorry,
Mate,
mate.
made me jump.
This is what pisses me off. The team need us.
yeah.
We need to be heard. And
Listen.
we've been saying it all the time. The team need us. The team need the fans. The team need to be good. We was driving behind them, and I got cunts telling me, well, not me, him.
Well, us.
Us, yeah.
And the thing is, like, without fans, there's no football club. There's no football club. If we all didn't turn up, if we all said,
be a laugh, wouldn't
if
it?
we all
Yeah.
went on a strike now,
Yeah.
and no one went to that stadium, like any other club, they wouldn't last. The fuck would they do? They wouldn't. They couldn't. What could they do? Couldn't do nothing, could they?
No, you couldn't.
If every football fan went on strike
I mean, it could
and didn't turn up to a stadium, football would be fucked. But do you know why we won't go on strike? Because we love our club.
Yeah, and we'll go
we will
thick and
turn up
thin.
every week
Thick
and
and
we
thin.
support them. We'll go home and away every fucking week to support our club. We'll
Right.
give up.
Sorry, mate.
Keeps making me
It's
jump.
not like the judge. Go on.
No, I'm saying we give up our weekends. We all work Monday to Friday, and we all give up our weekends to go up and down this country to support our club because it's what we do. It's like I said the other day. Despite the result the other day, we will turn up today and we're behind the team. We was.
But that's what
Well,
I
I've
hate.
seen
I
us lose to
hate.
some
And
real-
people with that
I've seen
mentality,
shit, mate.
people with that mentality about it's because the results are bad. I want to strangle them because I say to myself, have you seen some of the shit I've been watching for the last 30 years over
Years
here?
ago when we had the Bond scheme.
Oh,
And all that, you know,
fucking hell,
people
bro.
were still turning up through thick and
The
thin.
Kerns.
Yeah. And that, that was bad then. People were
Terry
still
Brown,
turning
the
up.
Magnuson era. These people don't realise what we went through. These youngsters,
Johnny
like,
come lately, that's why.
these youngsters in the last 10 years, like they've had it's not great, but they've seen the Golden Sullivans and they're used to it, like all this winning and that. But when we go back to when we was younger, that shit, especially you was in the 1930s.
Yeah, I know.
You was at the first ever FA Cup final.
First game I watched was in black and white.
Yeah, we'll leave it there, boys. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint. International break now, so we'll have some content going up during the week, but we won't be back next week. We'll be back the week after for Crystal Palace. Go and check out our website, www.westhamfan.tv. Go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. Snapchat, Instagram, all the social media nonsense that we barely use. We should start. You're in charge of Instagram from now on.
Oh, Begman's on the move. You know.
So go and do that. And one thing left to say, boys, keep it.
You know.
If you know, you know. Yeah. Keep it real. Come on, your
Come on,
minds.
your minds.